Hello, everybody. How you guys doing? Hopefully, you guys are having a good midweek. Um, I know I'm having a good week, a busy week at work, and just hanging out and here to chat with you guys for a little bit, see how you guys are doing. Very late. It's 9:25 here in Phoenix. I come in a little bit earlier, right? Like at 7:30 Arizona time. But today I'm late. Me and Colombian Princess and Bryce Gardner hanging out. Colombian Princess says I'm late by a minute. Rita Ochoa, hello. Tater Dom, hello. Cheers to you. Cheers. I got my water. Denise Monroy, hello. Hola. Rachel Aguirre, hello. Christina Ball, hello. Jose, hello. Rockstar 602, hello. Wesley Watt is amazing. Yo, Gooba, hello. Teresa Roberts, hello. Carol Guzman, good evening. Shirley May or Shelly May, hello. Jimmy Wiley, long day digging swimming pools. Much love. Awesome, Jimmy. That's a tough job, man, especially if it's Phoenix. Sheesh. Jessica Garcia, hello, all the way in Tucson. No hat tonight. Just let the hair breathe, right? Let you guys know that I'm not bald. I got something to hold on to. Cheska, good evening. Art, hope your day was great and you're having a wonderful evening. I am just hanging out with you guys. I just ate. I'm good. Sandra Hernandez, I had a good day. Thank you. Jose Rayas, Corona time. Dora Kate, hello. Kale P. Frey Perez, hello. What's up, Daniel? How are you? Cindy, hello. Nereida Lopez, hello. Nereida, how are you? Kamari CC, hello. Cecilia Berry, hello. Thank you, Wesley. Denise Monroy, let us pray for the submarine, my friends. Yeah, so something about a little submarine. Was it? It's not really a submarine. It's a submersible, little tiny contraption that takes people from the bottom up to a ship. It's not really a submarine, but it's really tiny. So, man, hopefully they save them. I guess, huh? Jimmy Wiley says definitely hot. Dang. What did I eat? I ate leftover. Whatever my mom made this weekend, I ate leftover of that. What I say, brisket, or is that what I said? Brisket. Sandra Hernandez, thank you. Appreciate you. Nikki Wallop, Wallopy, hello, watching from Australia. Thanks for watching all the way from Australia, Nikki. Appreciate you. Ashley Reyes, hey Art. Hope all is well on your side of the woods. Everything is going really good. Ashley, on my neck of the woods. Appreciate you. Jose Reyes, you dyed your hair. Art looks shiny. No, I don't dye my hair. I've never dyed my hair. I never will dye my hair. I'm not a hair dyeing type of guy. It looks shiny because I showered and I combed it. Usually I wear a hat. You guys aren't used to seeing my hats, but definitely don't dye my hair. That's for people that drink Bud Light. Chrissy Rose, hello from Wisconsin. Appreciate you checking in, Chrissy Rose. Cheska, no updates, Cheska. No updates. Whenever I talk to Lulu Cheska, I'm gonna let you guys know. Christina Ball, keep up the good work, helping the homeless perish. Much success and happiness. Thank you, Christina. You're awesome. Appreciate you. Matt Sonia, hello. I'm doing really good. Thank you. Bryce Gardner, doing really good. Thank you. Pot roast. Yes, it was pot roast. I forget what she made, but was it pot roast? Man, don't make me text her. That's funny. Whatever it was good. I just tore it up again. I'm good. Christian Ariano, hello. Do you ever go to the Home Depots in South Phoenix, Avondale? I don't. Carol Guzman, I have a lot of grays. I have their little sparkles of wisdom. My wisdom is popping out. It makes my hair turn gray. Fernando Lewis, hello. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Brenda, hello. Hopefully your night is going well. Are you ready for the weekend? I've been ready for the weekend. The first 4 days of the week are always the hardest, right? Friday is the easiest, and boom, we get into Saturday. And then I start dreading Sunday at about noon because after, Monday. It's tough, but I'm doing good. I'm hanging in there. Frey Perez, Art, you're wearing 3 flowers. I'm not actually. This is again. I showered. I used shampoo and I combed my hair. I stopped using 3 flowers when I was 15 years old. I grew up. Margarita Garcia, hello. I don't know where how Carla is. I uploaded a video 2 days ago. That's the last time I saw her. I can't see her every day, right? Manuel Ruby, hey Art, Denver is in the house. I like the way you always positive with the smile, never change, stay gold. Awesome, Manuel, I appreciate you. Vicky Molliston, hello, thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Patricia Cox, hit the like button, everybody. Nereida, did you light your candle? Nereida. It's unlit. My candle is not lit. I don't want to. It's like I don't want to waste it. I don't want to waste it. But you know what? I am enjoying because look, it smells so good, Nereida. This is from Nereida Lopez. She's so sweet. Her and her daughter sent this to me. So nice. So pretty soon I'm gonna have uh, a um, a bookcase back here with little little cubicles, right? Little cubes, and I'm gonna put this in one of the little cubes. So I can't light it because I don't want to waste it. I want to smell it. It smells really good. So thank you, Nadia. I appreciate you. I'm gonna show it off pretty soon. SL Conley, hello. Thanks for making it. Appreciate you. Deadly Sponge. Haven't seen many knuckleheads lately. Good. Yeah, it's because they're all they've been blocking. We're blocking a lot of people that had like 2 nights ago or 3 nights ago, like 3 or 4, I think, right? Knuckleheads. Brenda just clicked that like button. You're awesome, Brenda. Brenda El Valiente. I thought that said El Valiente Caliente. That's what I thought. Brenda, when I saw that El Valiente candle, I thought it originally said El Valiente Caliente, but it's just candle. Awesome. Uh Anisela Valle is in Midland, Texas. Cool. El El del Valle. What's up, dude? How are you? Shelly Blas, why do you kind of look like John Travolta? I actually do not think I look like John Travolta, but opinions vary apparently. Juliana Sanchez, hello. How are you? Brian, wait, actually, Matt Sonia says, any fun plans for the weekend? I'm gonna try to go hiking. I'm gonna try to ride my bike. Um, I'm gonna try to clean around the house a little bit. I did a lot of laundry today. I'm gonna go buy dog food for my little brats, my little furry brats. I'm gonna try to go to the gym, do some interviews. So I'm gonna stay busy, that's for sure. Brian Lamison, I will be moving back to the valley in 6 days. Cool. Bookie, hello. Javi G, my night is going really good. Thank you. Don, hello. Colombian Princess says, I was about to say Buki is MIA. Here she is. She made an appearance. Matt Sonia, I cooked tonight. I said I hate it, but I do know how. That's awesome, Matt Sonia. What did you cook tonight? What was on the menu? That's awesome. Caroline Preciado, hello. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Javi G, you need to do more Tucson videos. I was just in Tucson 2 weeks ago. Javi G. Stephanie Gaitan, hello. I'm doing really good. Hopefully you're doing well too. Stephanie, appreciate you. Val Salazar, I'm doing really good. Thank you. Buki was about to go to sleep. It's kind of late for you. You normally go to sleep like at 8 or 8:30. Buki, Arizona time. What's happening? Why are you staying up late? Matt Sonia made a Mississippi pot roast delicious. There's like names from like different. I thought a pot roast was pot roast, but I guess there's different names for the pot roast. Interesting. Had no idea. Ghosted. Greetings, human beings. Hello, the Rachel chick. Hello, thanks for joining. Vicky says hi. Stephanie. Tavi G. I got a few, man. Check it out. Go down my little timeline and you'll see Tucson, Tucson, Tucson. Wesley, thank you. Bryce, there might be some donuts on this weekend. Yep. Buki, I've had a shift in time. That sounds like Back to the Future. It sounds like you have the flux capacitor. Juliana Sanchez, no updates today. None. Ruby, hello, everyone. She says, hello. Adriana Canchola, yo, I'm addicted to your videos. Wish they were a little longer. Adriana, that's what she said. But yeah, 10 minutes is good. It's hot. They're in a hurry. I'm in a hurry. The police are looking for these folks. The business owners don't want us to be around there. It's 10 minutes is sufficient. Bobby V, hello. Brenda Art, have you been keeping up with the missing submarine Titan, which is running out of oxygen in Atlantic? Apparently, it's set to run out around 7:10 a.m. Hopefully, they'll find those people. Yeah, I've heard. I don't know the whole story, but I read a little bit of the story, and it's not really a submarine. It's a little submersible that takes people from the boat up on the ocean down to the sea floor. It's real tiny, cramped. So yeah, that's really sad. It reminds me of like when miners are working in a mine and it collapses or something. That's kind of what it reminds me of, right? They got limited air, limited this, limited that, and people are trying to rescue them, right? Some get rescued and some don't. So all we could do is send prayers for these people that are down there, that they find them. I don't know how many they are. Can't be that many because it's a little tiny little. It's not really a Titanic, right? They call it Titanic, but or maybe it's not called Titanic. They're going to the Titanic, right? Something like that. I don't know the whole story, but it's sad to have humans down there. Basically, they're running out of air, and sometimes we can help, and sometimes we can't. So it's kind of scary. Sandra Yamas, hello. Alma Amador, have you done any hiking in Yosemite, California? I have not. That Rachel chick, you do a lot art. Wish I had an ounce of your energy. I do what I can, right? I'm not the most energetic, but I try to do what I can when I'm not busy. Again, some of you guys don't know, you guys are new or whatever, but YouTube isn't my first. I don't have. It's not really my job. I have a full-time job. Uh, been with the company for 15 years. I'm in management in the insurance industry, and that's my full-time job, right? So this is not my full-time job, believe it or not. So do you guys remember I made a live the other day and I said, well, on Monday, right? The title was, what was the title on Monday? Anybody remember? Trivia for you guys. What was the title on Monday for the live session? Something about Monday. Hmm. Why can't I find it? That's really weird. Why can't I find it? Where's it at? So, anyways, I said something about Monday. Mondays are tough, right? Or something like that. And somebody got commented on that video, some dude, right? Some knucklehead. He's like, working on Mondays must be really tough. Must be really tough for a YouTuber. And I had to remind him in not so nice words that I have a full time job. So it's just funny, so weird when people assume stuff, but I gotta remember just a bunch of knuckleheads. So what do you do? Joy Chapman, claims adjuster. Never been a claims adjuster. Daniel, yes. Gabriela Martinez, when I first started watching, I had started with the video posted on the other channel of the other guy in Phoenix, and I must say how much the difference I notice now between you and the other dude. Awesome, Gabriela. Yeah, definitely big difference, right? Uh, I think most people can tell there's a difference, but yeah, thank you for noticing. Jose says, beautiful night in San Diego, enjoying the view with the chela. Nice. Awesome. James Her, hello. Jamie said, just want to tell Art and chat to have a good evening or good night. They unfortunately I can't join tonight. Thank you, Jamie, for coming in and saying hi. I don't know if you're going to sleep or you're on a date or what's happening, but thank you for saying hi. We'll see you when we see you. Stay safe. Gabriela Martinez, the questions you ask are so much more wiser, respectful, and by far more interesting. Big fan from Washington. Thank you for all you do. Also, I like how it doesn't seem like you pay them. uh, I'll give them food, and sometimes I'll have to give them 5, 10 bucks. Um, if if your son or daughter, you hadn't seen your son and daughter in 1, 2, 3 years, you just hadn't seen them, right? And I said, hey, if if I give your son $10, to tell his story, right? So you know where to find him, so you know if he's alive, right? Would you be okay with that, mom? The mom, 10 out of 10 times is gonna say, absolutely, haven't seen my son in 3 years, right? So you can give him whatever you want. I just want to know if he's alive, where he's at, and so I can go get him, right? So the mom of Jesus, that was her. She hadn't seen her mom in three. She hadn't seen her son Jesus in 3 years. Jesus is from Tucson, but he's been here. He was here in Phoenix for 3 years, just like lost, and she hadn't seen him. She didn't know where he was, and not until she saw my video that she was ecstatic, to see him on video. And she's calling, like begging me, pleading, please, 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 let me know where he's at. And went to go find him, and literally drove him to her, and it was a really cool reunion. So when people say, "Oh, don't give them money, don't give them money to tell their story to save somebody else's life or be reunited with their family," appreciate your guys' advice, but Vicky Milestone, good night. Thank you for joining. It's really late, right? It's 9:45 here in Phoenix. So I imagine you guys are, a lot of you guys are in the East Coast, right? So it's a 10, 11, 12, 1, whatever. You guys are awesome. Alex Simmons, no modelos tonight. Kevin, Arthur, I need your help. First off, nobody calls me Arthur. Kevin, I'm homeless in my car and need some help. Some people are looking for me. Kevin, we gave you a little bit of assistance a few months ago, about 5 months ago, sir. Please look for resources in your area, right? A shelter, the police. Kevin, please get some help, brother. Okay, we could only do so much on this end. Okay, so we'll pray for you, Kevin. Ghosted art, do you think it's more dangerous for the homeless on the street or in the shelters? As I hear, they're a nightmare. Um, you know, I think some of those nightmare stories are uh, dramatized by those folks. Are they a night in the Holiday Inn or at a Four Seasons or whatever? No. But do they have security cameras? Do they have security guards? Do you have food? Is there a bed? I would stake my chances on a shelter as opposed to the streets, right? That's just me. I notice that when people talk about shelters, they make it worse than what it is because the people that I've talked to, it seems like they make it worse than what it is because they're like, "Oh, I can't go to a shelter because it's a mess. It's a disaster. There's fighting over there, right? It's this. There's violence. Well, what about the streets? I see plenty of violence in the streets. I see plenty of craziness happening on the streets. I think they downplay it, make it seem worse than what it is because they don't like the rules, right? Can't be smoking in there. Can't do drugs in there. Can't you got there's a curfew. Can't just come and go as you want. You have the lights off at a certain time. They despise that. They don't like that. So when people say, "Let me take you to a shelter," oh no, a shelter is horrible. That's my sense. I wouldn't want to stay at a shelter, but shelter or street, I'm gonna pick the shelter. That's just me. Arthur, you never helped me. I'm from LA. Why you lying for? Kevin, my name's not Arthur. I'm not lying. I don't need to lie, Kevin. You're the one in the car. Call 911. Go get some help, and God bless you, Kevin. Okay. So you have a good night, Kevin. Knucklehead. You hear him? Milo's getting crazy. That's funny. I wonder who he's barking at. Because if there's something outside, both of them will be barking, right? Phoebe would be barking the loudest, so I don't know. Milo's about to bite Kevin's ankles. Close your car door, Kevin. Milo and Phoebe are on the attack. Willow, I have not. Javi G, I used to go to school with Jesus. He was cool. That's why I like Tucson videos. Do you have any updates from him? I do not, Javi. Crystal, I do not. Don't be silly. Thoughts on Samuel L. Jackson saying you are a toxic incel if you don't like Captain Marvel and express your opinion on the actress Brie Larson in a negative way. Uh, Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Um, uh, I don't watch Marvel movies, so the some of these movie stars, they're so egotistical, right? Their ego is so big that they try to shame you if you don't like their movies or whatever, right? Like, who the hell is Samuel L. Jackson? Like, dude, like you're overrated. You're not really. I personally don't think he's a good actor. He's not a star. He's just uh, he's never the main character. He's just a fill-in. So, but he's entitled to his opinion. Again, I'm not a big Marvel fan. Me personally, I don't like those movies. I'll go watch it, but I don't like something I have to see. So, I'm definitely not an incel. Just knuckleheads. Knuckleheads come in all shapes, sizes, colors, and socioeconomic backgrounds. So, FTP. DGO360. Who are you voting for in 2024? Um, I would vote for my local dog catcher over Biden. I would vote for Miggy in 2024 over Joe Biden. Brenda, Art, do you like DC Comics movies? Um, in all honesty, I don't know the difference between DC Comics and Marvel. Like, I have no idea who's who and what's what. I don't. I just can't tell the difference. If I find a movie interesting, I'll go watch it. If there's like a movie with like a political agenda, I'm definitely not gonna watch it, right? If it's a movie that has 10, like for example, the driving one, what's it called? Fast and Furious 10 or 15, wherever they're at, I stopped watching after two or three, right? Because the same story. It's just, I don't like that stuff, right? So um, I honestly don't know the difference between Marvel and DC Comics. I have no idea what who's what and all that. None. Migs 2024. I'm gonna be his vice president because I'm gonna have to help that dude, right? I'm gonna have to be behind the scenes, running things with Migs, right? Migs 2024. Marsha, bonjour. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Do you watch documentaries? I do watch documentaries. Somebody asked me about Trump. There's, I believe it's a witch hunt. No Russian collusion. No this. No that. But that's just me researching and being informed and not listening to CNN or anybody else. Can Migs VP be Aztec? Jorge Castro, that's my brother's name. Jenny Rose, hello. What's Milo fussing about? I have no idea. I'm gonna go check. Hey, he pooped a little bit. He's all excited. I don't know why he's excited. Say hi. Say hi to the people. Say Migs 2024. Migs 2024. Tell him. Can Migs 2024 campaign count on your vote? Ask him. He's so cute, man. He's such a cute little dog. He's funny. He's like a little toy. He's grown a little bit, right? He's grown a little bit. A little tiny bit. Milo 2024. If Miggs wins office, Miggs president, Art Castro, Lost in Phoenix as the vice president, and he's gonna be the official spokesperson, right? Or was the White House chief of staff, or that person that speaks. What's her lady? That goofy lady, the Karine Jean Pierre, whatever. That lady can't rub two pennies together, man. That lady's just gone. Makes sense why they pair him up. Kamala, oh my God, Kamala. Hey, calm down, buddy. Calm down. But anyways, he hasn't had his haircut or nothing. What do you guys think? Does he need a haircut? It's so funny how his nose is smashed, and it just covered. You see how it's. He reminds me of Gizmo from Gremlins. Come here, Phoebe. Phoebe. Phoebe's like, "What are you guys doing? What are you looking at?" All right, get out of here. Get out. Come on. Let's go. Go outside. Go outside. Hurry up. Hey. Go outside. Go outside. Go outside. Go. Go. Come on. Oh yeah. So those are the doggies. They're so cool. Pencil neck Adam Schiff. He didn't get the boot. He got censured, which means doesn't really mean much, unfortunately. Heina Waiter just tuned in from New Zealand. Heina is a Kiwi. In New Zealand, they call themselves Kiwis or something, right? So I don't know why they call themselves Kiwis. Maybe there's a bunch of Kiwis over there, but Heina in like the Chicano culture means what would you guys like? Girlfriend, like my lady, right? My main squeeze. That's kind of what Heine means, I think. So interesting. When cultures meet. That's funny. Carney or Carney Ramon missed nothing. You didn't miss a whole lot of nothing. You missed a whole lot of nothing. Nereida Lopez, let's all have a meetup at the dog park. I can't really take Milo to the dog park because has not had all of his shots, so I don't let him go outside. I'll let him run around the park. Don't let him get in the grass. So I can't take him really to a park, Milo. So we're gonna meet at a donut shop, right? So apparently, I'm a fan of donuts. Ruby is a fan of donuts. Myra is a fan of donuts, right? We happen to be from Phoenix. If you, Nereida, if you're a donut fan, you're invited to our donut meet and greet. Anybody else in Phoenix? Who else is in Phoenix wants a donut this weekend? Amanda Lund. Hi, Art. Hope you've had an amazing week. I have had an amazing week. Been busy, a lot of work. Roberto Guillen. Hey, God bless you and the stuff you be doing. That Eric story really got to me. One day you're okay, the next day we may never know. I hope he's doing okay now. Absolutely, Roberto. Thank you. Appreciate you. SL Conley is back. Had to take care of the kittens. Nice. Rachel Chick loves donuts. Frey Perez, do you guys have Krispy Kreme donuts? I think we do. I think we do. I don't know. I don't know if there's one near me, but how old are they? Phoebe, the big one is a year old, and the little one is like 3 months, I believe. So little. Javi G, when you came to Tucson, you only went to 22nd Homeless Park. You need to come to Southside 12th of Valencia. Awesome. Yeah, thank you. I remember going through South Tucson, and I just went and wherever I saw people. I don't really go to a specific park. I just wherever I see people and they're willing to talk to me, I'll talk to them. So Juliana Sanchez, Art, there's one in Avondale. Awesome. Tatatera, hi Art. Are the puppies buddies yet? They are too cute. Yeah, they get along really well. They're very playful with each other. They definitely like each other. So that's good. Nereida Lopez, do conchas count? Are you talking about like the pan dulce pastry, or what type of concha are we talking about? Dawn man, hello. Don't be silly says Art. I mentioned I was in Korea and there is no breakfast shops, but I wasn't in the capital. So this week my friend went to Seoul and she says she also can't find any breakfast spots. Man, that's horrible. Rachel Chick is in Orange County, California. What breed are they? The little one is Shih Tzu, Bichon mix, and the other one's I always forget what the Phoebe is. She is the cute breed. Ghosted Art, do you ever worry when anyone calls or messages you for an interview that they are trying to set you up to rob you, or no? No, I don't worry about that at all. Nereida Lopez, Pan Dulce, Las Conchas, or the Cueritos? Cueritos. That's awesome. That's funny. Yeah, I'm not paranoid about people trying to what? Trying to set me up to rob me. You know, don't be silly. Thoughts on the Titanic submarine? So it's not a submarine. It's a submersible, which is a tiny little vessel that takes people from a big ship on, at the at surface level of sea down to the bottom. They're cramped in there, very cramped, and I think it's tragic. I think it's really sad. We could be watching, you know, we're counting down, and they're gonna run out of air eventually. So that's really really sad, man. So hopefully we get down there, but is there a way to get down there? I don't know. Prayers for them, that's for sure. Cuernitos. Oh, cuernitos. I just saw conchas and cueritos. That's funny. Benda Seed asking tough questions. Would you ever take one of the people in Phoenix on a out of state vacation with you, and who would you pick? I'm gonna charge you for reading that, for wasting 5 seconds of my life on that question. Ghosted with the another hard hitting question. What if Kevin messaged you and said, Art, trust me, I really need you to come to this area at this time at midnight, bring all your belongings you can carry? Brenda, a lot of people are scrutinizing the fact that they paid 250,000 on the adventurous experience, which would probably now cost them their life. Um, yeah, they definitely overpaid, right, to lose their life. Like, I'm a history guy. I would love to go down to the Titanic, right, and just check it out, right? The Titanic, right? You're down there in the Titanic, but I'm not gonna risk my life, and I'm definitely not gonna pay $250,000. So those people are obviously well off. So it's not just regular, poor people, definitely. So either way, it's sad, right? I'm mommy, not Miami. We're talking about a whole lot of nonsense for some folks. Brittany Reinhold, good to see you too, Brittany. Appreciate you. Kitty Briones, Art, do you think Carla will ever go to rehab? Possibly. KCPB, they were explorers. They signed documentation agreeing to the risks. Yeah, sad. It's a big risk. Could cost them their life, right? So Stephanie Gaitan is hungry. She's hungry right now. She can't decide what to eat. Robert Tovad, hello, happy hump day. KCPB, very tragic indeed. I'm mommy, not Miami. Says sorry so late. Was doing caregiving and was there longer than scheduled. Was rushing it to catch the live chat. Awesome. Thanks for joining. Don Man says, I was reading that the owner of the Titan wife, her great 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 grandparents died in the original Titanic. I believe that's why he was so embodied with the whole submersible. Yeah, sad indeed. Kitty, do you think Migs will get the 10? I have no idea, to be honest with you. Juliana Sanchez art. Did you ever find out which app? I did not. Juliana, no, not yet. On Miami, is food the topic right now because I'm hungry and you're gonna have my emotions all over the place. I ate, but Stephanie is hungry right now. So Stephanie Gaitan is hungry. She's looking for something. Nereida, what kind of documentaries do you watch? I love documentaries. Man, I watch true crime, I watch history, I watch autobiographies, I watch World War II stuff. Um, yeah, that's kind of what I like. Lorena Sandoval, hello, Tia, how are you? Thanks for joining all the way from California. Appreciate you staying up late. It's 10:12. Thank you. I'm doing really good. I showered, I brushed my tooth. I use Listerine. I comb my hair. I use shampoo on my hair, and I brushed it, right? And people were said, "Hey, did you dye your hair? Why does it look shiny? Did you dye your hair?" Like, no, just washed it with the shampoo and combed it. That's funny. Robert, why do you watch prison documentaries? Not a whole lot. Rad Story likes true crime too. I was watching Jeffrey Dahmer. I've been studying Jeffrey Dahmer for since the 80s, actually, right? Literally since the 80s. And I always learned something new about him, right? I was listening to his dad talk today. Today, believe it or not, right? For a whole hour, his dad was talking, giving like, like talking about, his upbringing, right? So yeah, there were signs there that Jeffrey Dahmer was just not normal. He was sick in the head at an early age. When he was, I don't know, 10 years old, he would go in a bicycle with a bag, and he'd go down the road, and if there's a dead animal like that got hit by a car, he'd put it in the bag, take the animals to the woods and dissect the animals because he wanted to see what was inside at an early age, right? So crazy, craziness. Brenda Art, hopefully you saw the Netflix series Dahmer. I did see. I didn't learn a whole lot from that. I didn't learn a lot new. You guys have to go on YouTube and see like all the different types of interviews. There's so many interviews on that guy. Like, uh, just So many different interviews and always learn something new, something different. So very, very interesting. Rad story, his poor dad. Yeah, his dad, um, the mom, his wife, was had mental health issues. So she didn't work, mental health issues. She didn't clean, she didn't cook. So the dad had to cook, the dad had to work, the dad had to take care of the mom, the dad had to take care of the two boys, right? Um, and eventually they divorced, and that kind of affected Jeffrey a little bit more mentally. But he was already mentally, he's probably got that from the mom, right? So Jeffrey Dahmer told detectives that to one of the guys in his apartment, he drilled a hole in his head and he put Clorox in there because he wanted the body to stay alive. He just didn't want the person to fight back or yell or you know he wanted like a zombie to do whatever he wanted with the body, because he didn't want them to leave, is what he told the detectives. So that's a trip. That's really scary. Rad story. His mom preferred to spend time with his younger brother. Man, I wonder what happened to the younger brother. Like, where is he at? Right. So interesting. Art. Does pizza belong on pineapple on pizza? Yes, I like pineapple on pizza. I'll eat it. Stephanie Gaitan is gonna eat In and Out. Nice. Christian de Anda Art, did you hear that Arizona will be getting something upwards of 360 million as a share of the judgment against Purdue Pharmaceutical? I have not heard. I won't get any of that, but hopefully the state of Arizona puts it to good use, which they probably won't because they're politicians. Politicians with your money suck. Don Hummer, hello. Wendy Hernandez. Brenda loves pineapple, spinach, and banana peppers on my pizza. I've never had spinach on pizza. I've never had banana peppers on pizza. Oh, wait, never mind. So little yellow, little chilies, right? Yeah, here we call them. Oh my God, they're not banana peppers. They're called what do we call them here? Those little yellow things. What are they called? I can't remember. Carol Guzman, have a good night. Appreciate you. Pepperoncinis. Yeah, that pepperoncini is what we call them. Banana peppers. Marcia, just to tell those that don't drink alcohol, bravo. And in France, the South, there are now many no alcohol bars. There are fantastic choices with pineapple and fruits. Awesome. Juliana says, I remember making chicken Alfredo pizza. Nice. Stephanie, art, where in Arizona is the best place to live? I want to move to Arizona bad. The best place to live in Arizona would be, hmm, Gilbert, Chandler, North Scottsdale, Fountain Hills, or what else? Guess those are enough. It's a good list right there. In LA, we had a guy named Richard Ramirez. He'd like to stab anyone, including old folks. And one day, the Cholos gave that fool a beat down and called the cops on this crazy. Yep, Richard Ramirez, a stalker. He's from El Paso, Texas. Uh, they The family thinks that they dropped him on his head when he was a kid, and that they say that his behavior changed after that. So yeah, he got into like satanic worship and just getting crazy drugs and yep. Stephanie Gaetano, you like the river? Yeah, definitely go to Flagstaff. Wendy Hernandez, how much is the rent? Shoot, I pay 2,000. Some people pay a lot more. Some people pay. It just depends, like what kind. You could. There's rent for like 1,000, but it's not the nicest places. So um, good luck. Robert Tovar. I just found out I live across the street from the high school Richard Ramirez went to. I don't think he went to high school for a very long time, so he was probably there a couple days. He dropped out at a young age. He used to work at a Motel 6 or something in El Paso. They fired him because he's stealing or something. They fired him, and yeah, he's always doing bad things at a young age. Alina Gillette calls them Guero peppers. Nice. Jessica Gonzalez, I feel bad for Carla. She needs to be safe. So many sex traffickers right now. Absolutely, Jessica. Gotta be safe out there. It's definitely scary. I told her I had a conversation with her to let her know to be careful and be safe. But in one ear, out the other. That Rachel chick, he was breaking into rooms. Um, the we have Arizona has a connection with Richard Ramirez on the day that the Los Angeles Police Department uh, found found out who he was. Right, I think they found a fingerprint on a car or something, and they came back to Richard Ramirez. So the day they found out who he was, they showed a picture of him mugshot on TV. That day, Richard Ramirez got on a Greyhound bus in LA and went to Tucson. He came to Tucson, Arizona to visit his brother. He had a brother that lived in Tucson. He gets to Tucson, he goes to his brother's house, but the brother isn't there. So he gets back on the bus and goes back to LA. As soon as he gets off the bus, he goes into a store and he sees his picture on the newspaper, right? Big old his face, he was in a Hispanic neighborhood, right? And he just sees his face. Everybody recognizes him, so they started chasing him. He tried to carjack a lady, try to steal a car from a lady, and then all these dudes, they called him El Cucuy, right? In Spanish, in those Mexican neighborhoods, they called him El Cucuy or something, right? That was his name, El Cucuy. And so they just chased him. It was like a mob. It was like 50, 100 people from the whole neighborhood just chasing him. And the cops had to save Richard Ramirez because the community was about to kill him. So they're beating him up. Somebody was hitting him with a pipe in the head, and they had to bandage him up. He had a big old crack in the head. So yeah, that's the Arizona connection. I wonder what happened to the brother. Right, where's the brother at? So very interesting. Tamaulipas Promotions. Hello. El Cucuy, Tony Ferguson. I remember when he was really good. When he was unbeaten, he was just doing some crazy things in the ring, right? When he first, he was on top, and then when he lost, like he lost his confidence, and it was like a psychological thing with him, right? He just kept losing. That sucks. Art, whatever happened to that guy that had a tumor? I haven't seen him. I have no idea. Hopefully, he's doing better. Gabe 35th. My name is Arturo. The majority of people I've ever met in my life cannot pronounce Arturo, so I cut it in half to Art because that's one syllable. If you mess that up, you're a knucklehead. So my name is Arturo, but if you don't know how to roll R's, just stick to Art, ART, one syllable. Tamaulipas Promotions. Art, did you ever hear Alicia Navarro's case from Glendale, Arizona? Was groomed by a creep online. She was just 15 years old, I think. Tamaulipas Promotions. Yeah. I interviewed her mom. Her mom is named Jessica. I interviewed her 2 years ago at her home to kind of get the story out. So, yeah, she's still missing. So, yeah, I definitely know who Alicia Navarro is. Prayers that she returns one day. Jessica Gonzalez, instead of telling her to get help and get off the streets, he's just telling her to take care. Jessica Gonzalez. Here's our first knucklehead of the night. Here's a second. Here's a second. So Jessica Gonzalez. I had a conversation with Carla 30 minutes before the interview, and I talked to her for 30 minutes after the interview. You just saw this much of it, right? You weren't there. You don't know exactly what I said. I can guarantee you, I've told her a million times to what to do, how we can help her, and I'll go with that. Now with some goofy knucklehead says on here. But Jessica, you have a good night. Crazy knuckles. Pookie in my head, Alicia is like the Madeline McCann. Like I want to know what happened to her. It's so sad. Um. So here's what Jessica, the Alicia Navarro's mom, told me. It was late at night. Jessica came downstairs and said good night to everybody. I love you and I'll see you tomorrow, which she found kind of odd, the mom did. She went upstairs and in the morning, they weren't, she wasn't coming out of her room. She went to go check in her room. She's not there. Her window's open and she had jumped out of the window and then jumped over the wall. Um, uh, the detectives aren't giving her much leads, but it looks like she was for the. It looks like recently she had started to change. The past 6 months prior to her disappearing, she started asking for makeup. She started asking for like different clothes. She became very interested in gaming. She's a big gamer now. So there were like subtle changes that the mom just, oh, that's just normal teenager stuff, right? But what boggles my mind is like, with all this technology we have, why can't the police like find out who she was talking to, right? There has to be something, right? So it just doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't. She asked for an expensive comic book. Yeah, like who asked for an expensive comic book at that age? I think the groomer, the boyfriend, right? Whether it's her age or an older dude, said, "Hey, ask your mom to buy." I don't know. It's just sad. It's super sad. Yeah, it's just definitely sad, man. You just feel I don't know. Her house was on a corner, and like nobody had cameras. Nobody had cameras to see the car. The car had to pick her up at midnight or 1, 2, 3, 4 in the morning. Nobody saw anything. No cameras picked up a car. If I was the mom, I would knock on everybody's door. Hey, this is my daughter. Do you have a camera? I would knock on the whole neighborhood, right? The whole neighborhood, because all the entry points to her house, I would look for cameras. At some point, there's gonna be a camera, and maybe a car passed by. Maybe you get a license plate. Maybe you get a color, a make, a model. So I don't know, man. It's tough. That's a really tough situation. Really, really hard because it's from your own house. You know, you're when you go to sleep. Oh, I'm good. I'm in my house. I'm safe. My children are at home, are in their room. But children sometimes make bad decisions and go out, and the world isn't nice. So I'm hoping that maybe it was a guy. Let's say, well, how old was she? Like 14, 15 when that happened, like 3 years ago, right? So let's say it was a guy that's her age or older, right? Whether it's 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, whatever. Maybe he loved her, and loves her, and hey, marry me. But we can't tell nobody because we're gonna get in trouble. And they're living a life together. They change their identity, change the way they look. That's what I'm hoping for, right? Because the alternative is bad. It's just bad. Game Panda, I'm doing really good. Thank you. Buki says it's crazy. I don't know how else to explain it. Yeah, it's definitely crazy. But she's over 18 now. I pray she comes home. Is she really? Wow, that's God. It's just, time flies. Uh, Yeah, you're probably right. How old was she? 14, 15 when that happened? So that was what, 3 years ago? Oh my God, it's 3, 4 years ago. Jeez, Louise. It's just sad. Just how does that happen in America? Just we lose children left and right, right? It's weird. We suck. Samantha Acevedo, thank you. I appreciate you. Alma Amador, good night. If I recall, I believe she was using an app called Discord to communicate with people online. I think it's somewhat easy to delete messages. There has to be like a trail, though. If you were to threaten the president from Discord or any of those apps, dude, the Secret Service would bust in your door like tonight, you know? So, Jason Bourne, thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Haven't seen you in a while, Jason Bourne. How you been? What's new? I'm gonna Jason Bourne says, "Good man. I just had to go to Pittsburgh for work. Awesome. What do you do for work? What does everybody do for work? All right. What's everybody do? What's everybody do for work? What do you do? What? God, I can't. I have sausage fingers. What do you do for work? Man. Uh, Jason Bourne works for university. Awesome. Jennifer Lee is a psych nurse. Awesome. Gabe 35th oil pipeline. Man, that's awesome. That's a tough job. Biden's gonna kill the pipeline. So no more work for you yet, Gabe at 35th. Dora Kate is a kindergarten teacher. Awesome. That's a tough job. Cosmic Angel is disabled now, but child and family therapist, behavioral health. Awesome. Samantha Acevedo, I do administration work and have an online business part time. Cool. Priscilla is a teacher. Rad Story is a manager at Dollar Tree. Cool. That's a challenging job sometimes, depending on the neighborhood, right? I'm mommy. Wait, Juliana is stay at home mom. Tamaulipas scaffolding. Cool. That's a tough job too. I'm mommy, not Miami. Just kidding. I'm home health nursing and care. Awesome. Excalibur Rings is an entrepreneur. Cool. Thanks for joining Excalibur Rings. Uh, so really quick timeout. Excalibur Rings. He's a friend of mine. Met him in person. David. He has a new ring, right? Excalibur Rings. If you guys go to Excalibur Rings on YouTube, he just uploaded a new video today. I'll shout you out if you let me know that you subscribe to his channel. It's really cool, dude. So go check out his new video on Excalibur Rings on YouTube. Frey Perez, Art, what do you think of Robert Fitzgerald Kennedy speaking his mind? Everybody should have the right to speak their mind, even when you disagree with it, right? So, unfortunately, there's like it's a political party that we all know that doesn't like when you speak out against them or their policies. They call it misinformation. I think they're full of it. I think they're full of crap. Um, so, but that's just my opinion. Emma Benavides is a full time mom and full time student. Emma has her hands full. That's awesome, Emma. Keep pushing, keep going forward, striving for the future of yourself and for your child, your children. You are awesome. Juliana Sanchez is a stay at home mom, and the husband installs fire sprinklers. Cool. KCPB, and I work these nerves. I'm tired. Don't be silly. Airport wheelchair assistance. That's awesome. That's a tough job, too. Daniel Williams, senior equipment coordinator for a shipping company, an ocean carrier, been there for 24 years. I also sell jewelry, makeup, and stuff I craft on the side. That's awesome, Daniel Williams. Ghosted entrepreneur and circus clown. Nice. Emma Benavides, 4 kids and one on the way studying psychology. God, we're gonna buy Emma a TV, man. 4 kids, that's 5 kids, man. And you still have time to study. That's amazing. We're gonna get you a TV so you can stay super busy, Emma. Nereida is in healthcare and a candle maker. This is Emma right here. This is her side business right here. I wish you guys could smell it. Sniff this, right? This smells so good. You guys would like it. Israel Gutierrez, hello from Kentucky, the bluegrass state. Marcia is retired, but work being a great wife and mother, and my husband has a huge shop with worldwide food business. Travels a lot, also works all private Grand Prix events. That is so cool. You're welcome, Excalibur Rings. KCPB says amazing work he did on the ring. Awesome. Rad story, Nereida, that's awesome. Samantha Acevedo, Art, what do you do? Are you a YouTuber full time? No, I in the I'm in management for insurance industry. I've been there 15 years. I stay very busy at work, and YouTube is definitely not my. I love my job. I've been there. That's why I've been there so long. I have a pension, 401k, great benefits. They take care of me. I work from home for the past 3 years. They're never going to make me go back to the office. I love it. Love it. Araceli Sanchez, hello. Brenda is an entrepreneur. Very cool. Mommy, thank you. Have a good night. Appreciate you. Club America. All right, just want to tell you something. Aguilas del America is the best soccer team. Keep up the great work. Awesome. Thank you, Club America. Appreciate you. I don't watch soccer, but I'll take your word for it. Bossman562, yo, big dog, you don't sound like you look. Awesome. Thanks. Buki is an entrepreneur and a student. That's awesome. KCPB is a healthcare administration. Awesome. That's a tough job. Rad Story loves good candles. Me too. Jamie is back. What happened, Jamie? You never left, or what happened? That was a quick date. A Tony Biz, McDonald's manager and dishwasher at Texas Roadhouse. That's awesome. A Tony Biz has two jobs, stays busy. That's so cool. Amanda Lunn, stay-at-home mom to our medical complex son. Awesome. That's a tough job, Amanda. Elena Gillette, I work as a nurse. Nursing is a tough job, very demanding, and you have to do so much for those people. So thank you, Elena. Appreciate you. Deborah Tolbert, hello from Louisiana. Thanks for checking in all the way from Louisiana. Appreciate you. Emma Benavides, it ain't easy, but hey, no one said it would be, right? Absolutely. So, Emma, continue to be a great mom. Maribel Torres, what para educator for those severely handicapped and behavior, also caregiver for the terminal. Man, you stay busy, Maribel. Thank you for doing a great job helping people that need help. You're awesome. A Tony Biz gets free food. Whenever I think of people that eat a lot like me, I always think about that one great quote, right? Like Mexican people, we have a great quote we think about when we say when we look at somebody chunky. Like I consider myself chunky. I'm really not chunky, but I feel chunky, right? Because I'm always eating, right? But there's like a great quote. You guys want to hear the great quote? If she has a panza, there's a chanza. Panza means like little pudgy stomach. It's, that's funny. Juliana Sanchez, those aren't dad jokes. Those are daddy jokes. Get it right. Get it right. That's funny. You guys are funny. You guys are hilarious tonight. Kevin with the 6'8", 290 out there. That's funny. Bryce Gardner wants a record. Definitely no record tonight, man. I'm gonna go to sleep soon. Big Bunda Panza. I want it all. Nice. Sandy, gosh, how do I say your last name? Gingry? Gingery? Gingery? Hopefully that means you have red hair. I think people with red hair are cool. If you have a panza, raise your hand real quick. Raise your hand if you have a panza, just so we know, right? So the Kevins of the world knows if they have a chanza with your panza. What the heck? Itsy Beetle has no panza. Itsy Beetle is panza-less. She has a six-pack. Sandy Gangrene. Gingery is so much better than gangrene. I'll take gingery over gangrene. Sandy, let's switch it to gingery. That Rachel chick says Art lifts 5,000 pounds. She's not that heavy, Rachel. The panza is not that big. Daniel from Texas says gain weight, get a date. Nectar Lima Music. Art, you like arroz con leche? I do. Emma Benavides, ain't no chanza with this panza. This is a bun cooking. Have you seen the X Files? Yeah, I remember the original show. Gosh, I already forgot their names, but I remember watching the movie. The movie was really good a long time ago. Brenda, I've dated relationships with 6'4". Dang. How much do I weigh? I think I weigh like 195 right now. So here's me. I'm putting my panza on the thing. Cosmic Angels loves me. I'm loved by Cosmic Angel. Cosmic Angel, do you have a panza? Because there might be a chanza with Cosmic Angel. She already loves me. I just need to know if there's a panza. Bryce Gardner is not working right now. Dude, you got to get a job. Chicks don't like dudes that don't work. They just don't. Got to get a job. Marsha is saying goodbye. Have a good night or have a good day, actually, right? It's already Thursday morning in France. So enjoy. Have a good day. We'll see you very soon. Marsha, appreciate you. Araceli Sanchez is a social worker. Man, it's a tough job. Gabriel, what military branch? I joined the Navy 3 months after 9/11, and in 2019 I joined the uh, Arizona Army National Guard. Young Book, have you seen Tommy G documentary on the zone in Phoenix? I have not. Down from Texas, have a gut, get the butt. Nice. Colombian Princess is a state employee. Colombian Princess, does your state take care of you as an employee? Colombian Princess is being taken care of by her state, which is her employer. That's awesome. Some departments in the state, or at least in Arizona, are they don't pay as much, right? Um, so that's unfortunate. Juliana Sanchez, my uncle retired from National Guard, Colonel John Cloyd. Thank thank your uncle for his service. Jason Bourne, I think it's crazy that things are so crazy, expensive, and out of whack today. The people can't even afford to have the mom stay home with her own kid today. Absolutely. Marilu Madrid, have a good night. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Jason Bourne, people put their kids in daycare at like 1 year old or a bit older. The stay at home moms are rare today. Yeah, it's true. Gabriel Espino, do you think trucking is a good job? I wouldn't do it. I couldn't be driving 20, all day on the road from one end of the country to the other. Definitely a hard job. Um, I wouldn't be able to do it. You don't have a home, no stability, crazy hours. Uh, yeah, hats off to those guys. I can't do it. Baby Vilone. Art, I'm studying to become Border Patrol, bring safety to the community. How do you study to become a Border Patrol officer? You just apply. First off, you apply, and then you apply online, right? And then they say, "Oh, cool, we're interested in you," right? And then they'll say, "Come take a test for us," right? Then you take a test, and okay, you passed the written test, and then they have a physical test, right? You need to schedule a physical test. We need to schedule a background. We need to schedule this. We need to schedule that. And then if you pass all that, then they send you to the Border Patrol Academy, which is in New Mexico, right? Then you're there for like 6 months. You graduate, then you're a Border Patrol agent. So there's like no schooling for that. So maybe you're already in the Border Patrol Academy in New Mexico. If that's the case, congratulations. That's a tough job. Definitely needed, even though a certain political party thinks we don't need it, but we definitely do. So Kevin says more hard times to come. Seems not getting better. Yep, buckle up. It's gonna get harder for sure. Hey, Tony Biz, I wanted to be a trucker to be able to see the country, but I'd be SOL if the truck broke down because I know nothing about vehicles. Rachel Check would fall asleep. Man, Annette Green could not sleep. It's 100. Wait, it's 1:57 a.m. right now in Florida. I saw this chat in my notification. Decided to pop in and see what's going on in here. Annette Green, thank you for joining all the way from Florida on the other side of the country. Thank you. That insomnia doesn't let you sleep, so thanks for hanging out with us. I appreciate you. We're just talking. I think just randomly. There's no real subject. Jennifer Lee, where would you like to go on vacation to? So I've been to Spain for the military. I was in Hawaii last year. I've been in New Orleans for the Navy. Um, Spain was amazing. The Navy in New Orleans was amazing, except the weather, very humid. But I did see a lot of. I went down Mardi Gras, right, the French Quarter. Every night I was there, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It was really cool. I saw a lot of beads, right? Women love showing their beads in New Orleans, so I had a blast. It was fun. Where do I want to go? I want to go. I'm gonna go to Italy. I'm gonna go to Greece. I'm gonna go to Sweden. I'll go to Sweden. I'll go to Japan. Eventually, I'll go to South Korea. Eventually, so yeah. Live, laugh, love is falling asleep. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Have a good night. Live, laugh, love. Emma Benavides is very blessed to be able to stay at home with my kids. I wouldn't want in any other way, especially all these things happening even in the schools make me just want to homeschool my kids. Emma, if I had little kids, I would definitely homeschool them, a private school or a small charter school. Do not ever put your children in public school. Don't do that. They don't educate them. They indoctrinate them. Don't do it. You're gonna regret it. Annette Green, my husband, has stage 4 prostate cancer and stage 2 bladder cancer. A lot on my mind trying to sell our home in a 55 plus park in Homa Homososa, Florida, so my husband can spend his time with his brother in Georgia. Man, so prayers for your husband to defeat cancer. That's prayers for him. I'll be praying for him that he recovers quickly and everything goes according to your guys' plan. Okay, so keep your head up, Annette. Pray and may he find the strength to continue fighting for his health. Gabriel Espino, public schools prepares you for the real cold world. Um, Public schools, they used to, but public schools nowadays, they're teaching, third graders, things that they shouldn't be, parents should be teaching their kids about sex and sexuality and this and that, right? Not teachers, not the federal government. So there's an agenda from the federal government to indoctrinate children nowadays. So Colombian princess, aquí estoy molestando. Down from Texas, Arts wants, what's one of the hardest lessons you've ever had to learn the hard way? Um, Gosh, one of the how to build credit, how to manage money, how to yeah, just be more financially aware, right? You got to understand what a credit score is, how to build your credit, how to manage your credit, how to keep your credit at a, you know, 700 and above, 750 and above, 800 and above, so that, you don't pay a lot of interest, so that you don't owe a lot. So yeah, I wish I would have learned that in school, but nobody ever told me about credit score in school. It's like they want to keep you dumb. They want to keep you a slave to the system, so they don't teach you those basics. Colombian Princess Art. Have you heard of Dave Ramsey? Absolutely. I've been listening to Dave Ramsey for like 10 years. Really, really good financial advice. Dave Ramsey. Probably been listening to him longer, probably 15 years. Really, he talks about owning homes, right? Own a home. Don't go buy a BMW or a Mercedes. As soon as you drive it off the lot, boom, you lose half of what you paid for it. You already lost, right? So as you add miles on it. A home, you're going to get a return on your investment, right? You have a home, hold on to it for 5 years. When you sell it, you're going to get the money you put into it and then a lot more. And then you're going to take that profit and go buy two houses or a duplex, right? Now you're going to be a real estate investor. You're going to have an apartment. You're going to have money coming in, and you're going to have that apartment for 5 years, and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to sell it, and boom, now you're going to have more income. You're not going to go buy a car, you're not going to buy watches and jewelry and all this crazy crap, right? You're going to invest it, create a portfolio. So that's Dave Ramsey. He talks about, the little debt snowballs, right? Pay off credit cards. Don't have all kind of credit cards. You have good credit. So uh, we need that in schools, in elementary and middle school and high school, but we don't. Brenda Art, did you hear about the black bear attacking? Yeah, I talked about it yesterday or 2 days ago. The a guy next door, the neighbor, shot the bear after he had ate the man. So it's happened what in Prescott or Sedona. So yeah, Mother Nature got to be careful. It's crazy. Don't mess with bears. Plans for the weekend: ride my bike, go hiking, interviews, clean. Just like a chill, relaxed weekend, not too much. Buki, so they have a new concept of school here in California, of course, 'cause it's California. They're charter schools that don't go by the normal school curriculum. They're entrepreneurship schools. Interesting. Um, yeah, it's a mess. Katrina, yes, it is. Emma Benavides can't leave the cleaning out. Juliana Sanchez is gonna buy bear spray. That's funny. Art, the people's champ. I'm uh, I'm I'm helping with the MIGS 2024 campaign, right? I'm his campaign manager. Anybody but Biden, right? My local dog catcher 2024. Who else? Who else would I vote for besides Biden? Who else would be a better administrator of the nation? Give me some ideas. Bear spray over bear spray 2024. Bear spray. Pee Wee Herman 2024 is going to defeat Joe Biden. Joe Rogan 2024. I honestly think Joe Rogan would be a better president. Honestly, and I'm not even kidding. Right? I've heard him talk. Right? He has a podcast with like 100 and some million, you know, viewers. Right? So Kanye. Kanye. I don't know about Kanye. I mean, he technically he'd be better than Joe Biden, but but yeah, he's a character. Theo Vaughn, The Rock. I would vote for The Rock. Devin Booker for president. Devin Booker, man. I think Devin Booker should win something first, right? And then he can act like he's like, the best, right? So he hasn't really done anything. You have to win championships. If not, your career really did you really do anything if you didn't win championships? The whole point of being in the NBA was to win a championship. But if you don't win a championship, like have you done anything, right? Abby 97, Joe Biden, my president. That's cool. Yeah, hey, I respect you guys that voted for him. He's a knucklehead. We're paying. I've never in my life paid for $5 gas until this guy came into office. Right, 2 years ago. Let me remind you, we used to pay $2.50. That was a national average. This year, this now, 2 years later, it's double that because of your president, knucklehead Joe Biden, slow as Joe, slow Joe. Annette Green, where is this live chat from? Lost in Phoenix, Arizona. It was 100. I don't know how hot it was today, but I know that next Monday is gonna be like 113 degrees, man. It's gonna be like fire. 114 degrees next Wednesday. So 7 days from now, it's gonna be 114 degrees. Wow. So today was 104 degrees. 7 days from now, it's gonna be 10 degrees hotter, 114. Man, if I start the live next Friday and my face is red, sheesh. Katrina, the best president ever this nation has ever had would be Abraham Lincoln, George Washington. Abraham Lincoln because he saved the nation. Right, the nation was this close to disbanding. Right, you have the Confederate nation down south and the United States, which would have been divided states. Right, but he saved the nation. He saved the nation with his politics. Just a brilliant man, a brilliant, brilliant man. I've read his books, autobiographies about him, and he's an amazing dude. He's always been my favorite. The 16th president, Honest Abe, right? So we have Lincoln, Nebraska. We have the car, Lincoln, the car manufacturer, named after him. Lincoln Financial, Lincoln, everything's Lincoln. Why? Because everybody associates Lincoln with honesty and intelligence, right? And just a gold standard for the country. So he's my favorite. George Washington, he started the nation, right? He helped defeat the British. So those are the two greatest presidents this country's ever seen, in my humble opinion, right? There's gonna be somebody, at least one person that thinks Joe Biden is doing an amazing job, which he's not. But yeah, Reagan would be. He's up there. He's top five. Reagan. He was really good. I was around in the '80s, and I was young, but I was alive. And the '80s were a lot different than they are now. So yeah, a lot better. Elena Gillette, Casa Grande, it's all about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on time of day, really. But being said, yes, have a local job with CDL is a good investment. I mean, you pay so much more for your CDL, you get that. Awesome. What do you think about Kennedy? I think he did a really good job. The best thing that Kennedy ever did was, so with Kennedy, we're like this close. We're like literally this close, right? So Washington, we're this close to losing to the British. With Abraham Lincoln, we're this close to being a divided nation, right? And losing the Civil War and just being two different countries, the Confederate South and the Union. And with Kennedy in 1960, what was it, 60, 61, 62, the Bay of Pigs. So we were this close to going to war with the Russians or the Soviets. They weren't Russians back then, they were Soviets. Uh, because the Soviets had smuggled in nuclear uh, weapons to Cuba. And Kennedy called Nikita Khrushchev, their prime minister, and said, "Dude, you need to get that stuff out of there. If not, it's going to be bad." So thankfully, he listened to him, and we didn't go to war, or else I wouldn't have been born. I mean, a lot of you guys wouldn't have been born, but that was the greatest thing he ever did. Um, he was a Democrat, but a Democrat from back then would be considered a conservative today. A Democrat from the 1960s would, by their standards back then, would today would be a conservative. The Democratic Party has gone way left, like extremely left. They're extreme leftists. Um, uh, so much so that JFK would be considered a conservative without a doubt. And just so you know, I study this stuff. I've been studying politics since the 90s. So I kind of know my stuff. People don't agree with me, but you're entitled to your opinion. You're entitled to your CNN opinion, the Clinton News Network. I just happen to read books and I know all this stuff. People, we need to read more. They asked, uh, they asked, uh, they asked Elon Musk, what was your childhood like? What did you do when you were a kid? He said, I was picked on in school. People used to bully me because I was very antisocial and I had, I was an introvert. And So I stayed home. I stayed home a lot and I read books. I read all kind of books. I didn't care about the subject. I just read books. I read the Bible. I read the Quran. I read this. I read about space. I read about cars. I read about history. I read about presidents. I read about. He just read about everything. But his mind is different than all of ours. I think he suffers from Asperger's. Right? He has that condition where like he's like a brilliant dude and like he could finish a book in like 2 days, whereas it would take me months, right, for the same book. But he's just an intelligent dude. But I think if you have little kids, make them read books, not the phone, not a tablet, a book, right? Take away the TV, take away the phone, take away the tablet. If you do that, you're going to end up with little Elon Musks. Lauren S. Say art home from work and catching a late night chat. Not a bad way to end the day. Lauren S., thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Ronald Reagan was an actor. Yep, he was. He was a spokesperson. He was an actor. He was a show host in the 40s, I don't know, 50s, 60s. He was a governor of California too. Dana from Texas made some cod earlier. That's awesome. Cod is yummy. Buki used to read a lot coming from a Hispanic home. They thought that was very weird. Yeah, that's the problem is, they want you to Hispanic homes, they want you to work at an early age and or get married at an early age, right? And while I understand, but books uh, will serve you better in the long run, right? Because working when you're 14, 15 and working as a dishwasher, working somewhere on your summer break, right? That's cool, makes money, teaches you lessons about working and earning money and paying taxes and this and that. But long term, those books, man, those books are the ticket out. Elena Gillette, one of the best was I think Reagan, Nixon, and a few others. Richard Nixon, yeah, he was the first president to go into China. He was the first U.S. president that they let into China after China started allowing the West to go because they used to be a very closed off nation. They're kind of like they used to be the North Korea of the world back in the 60s, 70s, and he was the first one to to get into China, tap into that market. We helped modernize China. Before they used to be very backwards, and they decided, hey, this isn't working out for us being backwards, right? Very traditional backwards. It's not working out. So we need to get with it. We need to get it to modern, join the modern world. And we taught them how to be in America. Emma Benavides, book smart is much better than trying to Google everything. And that green milk is almost $5. 6 count of chicken leg quarters running 14.56. Um, I'm not really good with prices at food stores, but I can guarantee you it's very expensive, right? That just sounds expensive. Sucks. Jamie, reading was my escape when I was a kid. I love books. I want to start reading again. I have so many books, but my depression holds me back. Jamie, don't be depressed. Just think of us. We're not depressed. We try not to be depressed. Try to make friends, join the live chat, talk. You're not alone. Katrina, what is the price on gas you guys have seen? Can somebody answer Katrina? Ghosted, if you watch a film, you disappear into it. You don't even have to use your mind. Reading a book, you have to use your imagination, engage your brain. Dogs, I got flex fuel gas for 269 at Circle K. I'm in South Texas. Awesome. Lauren, 496 in San Jose. I think we're I'm not sure, 430 here in Phoenix, I think. I think. Katrina, 379 here in Phoenix. Awesome. That's a lot cheaper than my area. Jamie, for something in Utah. Cool. Rachel Chick, 576 in California. Man. Juliana Sanchez, 1130. Been talking for an hour and 59 minutes and 52 seconds. 53, 54, 55, 56, 58, 59. 2 hours talking. Holy jeez. Fernanda Lewis, $3.65 in Casa Grande. Annette, but the other price for better gas. Katrina, why do different states pay different gas prices? For example, Texas. California has the highest tax on gas. California has the highest property tax in the nation. California has the highest sales tax in the nation. Taxes. Bryce Gardner, have you read Woodrow Wilson books? No. Hope you have great AC in your home. I do. It's at like 69 right now. If I recall, I think it's funny how lots of people claim a political party, yet most of them don't really follow what their party is doing or even understand how they work. That's absolutely true. I think most American voters are really like dumb, not dumb like low IQ, but very uninformed, right? They just follow what their political party says, whether it's left or right. They just follow what, you know, this is what I'm supposed to think because this is what my leaders tell me. This is what this basketball player says. This is what this celebrity says. This is what this, movie star says. So I'm gonna listen to them, right? Because that's my party, right? That is dumb. You should do your own research. You should know a little bit about the subjects, right? The issues, how it affects your family, how it affects your wallet, right? Because here you are complaining about the gas prices, but you don't understand that the knuckleheads you vote for are the reasons why we have such high gas prices. $5 for a gallon of milk is because you guys vote for idiots. That's why. Hey, but no more racism. Racism doesn't exist no more because we have Joe Biden in the office. Dummies. Big dummies. Annette Green says we had good rain today. No rain today in Phoenix, man. We're not going to see rain for a long time here in Phoenix. Jason Bourne, at least parents are fighting back at the school boards now. Yeah, absolutely. I saw a video of some dude, some black dude. He was flipping out at the boards. He took a book. He took a book that his children were being read to. It was a graphic sex book, and he went to the school board. He said, why are you guys allowing this book to be read to my child? Right? He was mad. I would have been mad too. And that school board couldn't answer his questions, but it was very graphic, like what that book was saying. But because it's a certain, you know it's inclusive, and the author, and I'm not even gonna get into that. Trash, trashiness. I don't want to think about that trash before I go to sleep. Gabe 35th, monsoon season is coming. Awesome. Lauren S says the school board made him stop reading because it was inappropriate. Yeah, like it didn't click in their head. Like he's like, that's exactly what I'm saying. It's inappropriate, right? If it's inappropriate for an auditorium full of adults, why isn't it inappropriate for a classroom full of you know elementary school kids, right? Weird, man. But those are the people that you guys vote for because of racism. Do you guys know what a haboob is? So a haboob is like I guess you would call it like a dust storm. I don't know when we had one of those here. Maybe that was like 6 or 7 or 8 years ago. It was a long time ago. But I remember seeing it in person. It was the craziest thing. It was like a big old wall of dirt, just brown, dirty. I remember when it hit, it transformed the everything looked weird, it looked like I was on Mars, it just changed the color of everything. It was kind of weird, kind of odd. That's the only time in my life that I remember that happening, right? I guess the winds and the dirt and everything just kind of formed at the right time. It was so weird. Haboob. Haboob. We need more haboob. Joseph said, "Me and my dad turned white that day we were working outside. I don't know if I was driving or what. I probably was driving, but I saw a big old massive wall of dust. Like, what in the hell is that? Kind of creepy." Kevin is gonna vote for art in 2024. Awesome. Pencil me in, man. Put my name on there. Get on the ballot. Buki says, Art, I have one more gray hair than you. I have a lot of gray hair. It's everywhere. You guys probably can't tell, but I do have a lot of gray hair. 48. The good thing is I didn't get gray hair until at my probably like mid 30s, but it was like little, like one, two, so it wasn't bad. Elena G11. That's a jacked up name, Elena. I don't know what that means. Elena G1 RAR1G. You need a new name, Elena. Off question, Art, what APS plan do you have? I don't have APS. Annette Green found two grays, turned 58. Awesome. Isabella Banks. I think I seen you yesterday in traffic in Tempe on Elliott. I haven't been to Tempe in like a month, so that definitely wasn't me. I have a twin out there, I guess. Ms. Pa, how do you think the U.S. can help homeless people and stop the drug problem? Huh? A lot of things need to be done. It's not one thing. It's not just the government. The government has plays a big part because they really suck. The border, they should be secured because a lot of this crap comes from Mexico, so they should secure the border. They don't. Um, they think it's racist to like secure the border. They really do for some reason, but they should. So I would secure the border. I would Biden hired had the IRS hire 84,000 new IRS agents, right, to tax us more, right? You, me, to get more money, so you can pay for all this free stuff, right? All these trillions or billions to Ukraine. But anyways, I would secure the border. I would open up mental institutions, right, to help people with mental health. I would change our law I would adjust the law to people that are suffering from mental health. Like you don't ask them, hey, do you need help? And because right now it's, do you want to go to treatment? If they say no, then you just leave them alone, right? You're free to live on the street if you want, right? But we need to change the law where if somebody's mentally ill and they're super so addicted that they can't think rationally, right? Then we're gonna have to step in as a society and do what's best for them. We're gonna have to try to save their lives. So we don't do that right now. I think we give too much freedom to people that can't make 100% rational decisions because they're battling addiction or mental illness. So you do those three things, boom, you're not going to solve it, but you're going to reduce it a lot more so than what it is right now. Jennifer Lee, awesome. Rachel Chick, secure the border. Dogs, if Art ever can, he needs to own a treatment center called Art's Lost in Phoenix Treatment Center. He would do a good job owning a center. Uh, Maybe someday. Juliana Sanchez, have a good night. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you. Elena G11, a haboob is basically a big dust storm. So, anyways, gang, I'm out of here. You guys have a good night. Thank you for joining me on this Wednesday. Tomorrow is Thursday. It's my Friday. I'll be off. I'll be off on Friday. So tomorrow is my Friday. So I'm excited about that. I'm looking forward to you know, knocking out tomorrow. And you guys have a good night. Rest. Thank you guys for joining me today. Appreciate you guys. We're talking for 2 hours and 13 minutes. That's a long time. Super late. It's 11:38 p.m. Thank you, folks that are in the East Coast, because it's what 1 in the morning over there, 2 in the morning over there. So that's amazing. So again, thank you guys. 79 people hanging in there. So thank you guys very much. Appreciate you. We'll see you soon. Okay. Good night. Bye.